Welcome to our YouTube video on the top 20 project manager interview questions and answers. Whether you're a seasoned project manager looking to brush up on your interview skills or someone aspiring to enter the field, this video is packed with valuable insights to help you succeed. Project management roles are in high demand, and mastering the interview process is essential to landing your dream job. In this video, we'll explore the most common and challenging questions you may encounter during a project manager interview, along with expertly crafted answers to help you showcase your skills and experiences effectively. So, if you're ready to ace your next project manager interview, let's dive right in. 1. Can you walk us through your experience managing projects? My experience managing projects spans several key areas and includes successful completion of various projects across different industries. Firstly, I begin by outlining the project scope, objectives, and deliverables in collaboration with stakeholders to ensure alignment with organizational goals. This initial phase involves conducting thorough research, gathering requirements, and defining clear project timelines and milestones. Once the project is underway, I utilize effective project management methodologies, such as Agile or Waterfall, depending on the project's requirements. This involves creating detailed project plans, allocating resources, and assigning tasks to team members based on their skills and expertise. Throughout the project lifecycle, I prioritize communication and collaboration among team members and stakeholders to ensure transparency and keep everyone informed of progress, challenges, and changes. This includes conducting regular status meetings, providing progress reports, and addressing any issues or concerns promptly. Additionally, I employ risk management strategies to identify and mitigate potential risks that may impact project timelines or outcomes. This involves conducting risk assessments, developing contingency plans, and monitoring risks throughout the project. As the project nears completion, I focus on quality assurance and ensure that all deliverables meet the established standards and requirements. I conduct thorough testing and validation processes and solicit feedback from stakeholders to ensure their satisfaction with the final product or service. Finally, I conduct post-project reviews to evaluate the project's success, identify lessons learned, and gather feedback for continuous improvement. This reflective process helps inform future projects and ensures ongoing refinement of project management practices. 2. How do you approach project planning and scheduling to ensure timely delivery? When approaching project planning and scheduling, my strategy is to begin with a comprehensive understanding of the project scope, objectives, and requirements. This involves collaborating closely with stakeholders to gather input and clarify expectations, ensuring alignment on project goals and deliverables. Next, I break down the project into manageable tasks and create a detailed project plan that outlines the sequence of activities, dependencies, and timelines. I utilize project management tools and techniques, such as Gantt charts or critical path analysis, to visualize the project schedule and identify potential bottlenecks or resource constraints. Throughout the planning process, I prioritize flexibility and adaptability, recognizing that unexpected changes or challenges may arise. I build contingency plans and buffers into the schedule to account for uncertainties, allowing for adjustments without compromising overall project timelines. Communication is key throughout the planning and scheduling process. I ensure that project timelines and milestones are clearly communicated to all team members and stakeholders, fostering transparency and accountability. Regular progress updates and status meetings are conducted to track project performance against schedule and address any issues or delays proactively. By taking a proactive and collaborative approach to project planning and scheduling, I aim to ensure timely delivery while minimizing risks and maximizing project success. 3. Can you provide an example of a challenging project you successfully managed, including how you overcame obstacles? One challenging project I managed involved implementing a new software system for a large organization. The project had tight deadlines, a complex scope, and diverse stakeholders with varying expectations. To overcome obstacles and ensure the project's success, I employed several strategies. Firstly, I conducted thorough planning and stakeholder analysis to identify potential risks and mitigate them proactively. This involved engaging stakeholders early in the process, gathering requirements, and setting clear expectations regarding project scope, timelines, and deliverables. Additionally, I fostered effective communication and collaboration among team members, stakeholders, and vendors throughout the project lifecycle. This helped ensure alignment on project goals, fostered a sense of ownership and accountability among team members, and facilitated timely resolution of issues as they arose. Furthermore, I remained adaptable and flexible in response to changing requirements or unexpected challenges. When faced with obstacles such as budget constraints or technical issues, I worked closely with the team to explore alternative solutions, renegotiate timelines or resources if necessary, and keep the project on track. Moreover, I prioritized risk management and contingency planning to minimize the impact of potential disruptions on project outcomes. This involved regularly monitoring project progress, identifying emerging risks, and implementing proactive measures to address them before they escalated into larger issues. By employing strategic planning, effective communication, adaptability, and proactive risk management, I successfully navigated the challenges of the project and delivered a high-quality solution that met stakeholder expectations and achieved the project's objectives. 4. How do you prioritize tasks and allocate resources to ensure project efficiency? Prioritizing tasks and allocating resources effectively are essential aspects of project management that contribute to project efficiency. To achieve this, I employ several strategies. Firstly, I assess the project scope, objectives, and timeline to identify critical tasks and milestones that require immediate attention. I prioritize these tasks based on their impact on project goals and deadlines. Next, I evaluate resource availability, including budget, personnel, and materials, to determine the optimal allocation of resources. I consider factors such as skill sets, availability, and workload to assign tasks to team members in a way that maximizes productivity and efficiency. Throughout the project lifecycle, I continually monitor progress and adjust priorities and resource allocations as needed. This may involve reallocating resources to address emerging challenges or opportunities, reprioritizing tasks based on changing requirements, or seeking additional resources to overcome obstacles. Communication is key in ensuring effective task prioritization and resource allocation. I maintain open and transparent communication with team members, stakeholders, and other project stakeholders to keep everyone informed of priorities, resource constraints, and any changes to the project plan. 5. Describe your experience with project budgeting and cost management. In my role as a project manager, I have extensive experience with project budgeting and cost management. Firstly, I collaborate with stakeholders to develop realistic and comprehensive project budgets that align with organizational goals and objectives. I carefully analyze project requirements, scope, and resource needs to accurately estimate costs and allocate funds appropriately. Throughout the project lifecycle, I monitor expenditures closely, tracking budget variances and identifying areas for cost savings or optimization. I utilize project management software and financial tools to maintain accurate records and generate reports for stakeholders, providing transparency and accountability regarding budget performance. Additionally, I proactively identify and mitigate potential risks that may impact project costs. Implementing contingency plans as needed to ensure budget adherence. Effective communication with stakeholders is essential, as I regularly provide updates on budget status, discuss financial implications of project decisions, and seek approval for budget adjustments when necessary. My approach to project budgeting and cost management is strategic, proactive, and focused on delivering projects within budget constraints while maximizing value and minimizing financial risks. 6. How do you handle changes to project scope or requirements? Handling changes to project scope or requirements requires a proactive and adaptive approach to ensure project success. Firstly, I thoroughly assess the impact of the proposed changes on project objectives, timelines, and resources. This involves analyzing the feasibility of accommodating the changes within the project constraints and considering any potential risks or dependencies. Next, I engage stakeholders, including clients, team members, and relevant decision makers, in transparent communication about the proposed changes. I facilitate discussions to gather input, clarify expectations, and negotiate adjustments to the project scope or requirements as needed. Once consensus is reached on the changes, I update project documentation, including the project plan, requirements documents, and any associated deliverables to reflect the agreed-upon modifications. This ensures that all stakeholders have a clear understanding of the revised project scope and requirements. Throughout the implementation of changes, I closely monitor progress and communicate updates to stakeholders regularly. This helps to manage expectations, address any challenges that arise, and ensure that the project remains on track to achieve its objectives. Finally, I conduct a post-implementation review to evaluate the impact of the changes on project outcomes and identify any lessons learned for future projects. This reflective process helps to inform best practices and improve change management processes moving forward. 7. Can you discuss your experience with risk management and mitigation strategies? In my role as a project manager, I have extensive experience with risk management and mitigation strategies to identify, assess, and address potential risks that may impact project objectives and timelines. Firstly, I approach risk management by conducting a comprehensive risk assessment at the outset of the project. This involves identifying potential risks across various categories such as technical, financial, organizational, or external factors. I engage stakeholders and subject matter experts to gather insights and perspectives on potential risks, ensuring a thorough understanding of the project landscape. Once risks are identified, I prioritize them based on their likelihood and potential impact on project outcomes. I utilize risk assessment tools and techniques, such as risk matrices or probability impact assessments, to quantitatively evaluate and prioritize risks. Next, I develop proactive risk mitigation strategies to address identified risks and minimize their impact on the project. This may involve implementing preventive measures to reduce the likelihood of risk occurrence, such as implementing quality control processes or conducting thorough testing and validation activities. Additionally, I develop contingency plans to mitigate the consequences of risks that cannot be entirely avoided, such as budget overruns or schedule delays. Throughout the project lifecycle, I continuously monitor and reassess risks to ensure that mitigation strategies remain effective and relevant. I maintain open communication with stakeholders and team members to keep them informed of potential risks and mitigation efforts, fostering a collaborative approach to risk management. By taking a proactive and systematic approach to risk management and mitigation, I aim to minimize uncertainties and maximize project success. 8. Describe your approach to stakeholder communication and management throughout a project lifecycle. Throughout the project lifecycle, my approach to stakeholder communication and management revolves around fostering open, transparent, and proactive communication to ensure alignment, engagement, and satisfaction among all stakeholders involved. Firstly, I prioritize stakeholder identification and analysis at the outset of the project to understand their interests, expectations, concerns, and influence on the project. This helps tailor communication strategies and engagement plans to meet the needs of different stakeholders effectively. Next, I establish clear channels and mechanisms for communication, ensuring that stakeholders receive timely, relevant, and accurate information about project progress, milestones, risks, and decisions. This may include regular status updates, progress reports, meetings, emails, and stakeholder forums tailored to each stakeholder's preferences and requirements. Additionally, I recognize the importance of two-way communication, actively soliciting feedback, input, and concerns from stakeholders, and incorporating them into project planning and decision-making processes. This helps build trust, engagement, and ownership among stakeholders and fosters a collaborative project environment. Furthermore, I proactively manage stakeholder expectations by setting realistic goals, timelines, and deliverables, and providing regular updates on project progress and potential deviations from the plan. This helps minimize surprises and ensure that stakeholders are informed and prepared for any changes or challenges that may arise. Moreover, I address conflicts or disagreements among stakeholders promptly and constructively, facilitating dialogue, negotiation, and compromise to reach mutually acceptable resolutions that support project goals and objectives. 9. How do you motivate and lead project teams to achieve their goals? Motivating and leading project teams to achieve their goals is a multifaceted process that requires effective communication, collaboration, and support. Firstly, I establish clear and achievable goals that align with the project's objectives and the team's capabilities. By setting realistic expectations and providing a clear direction, I inspire confidence and commitment among team members. Next, I foster a positive and inclusive team culture built on trust, respect, and collaboration. I encourage open communication, active participation, and diversity of ideas, valuing each team member's contributions and perspectives. By creating a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and empowered, I cultivate a sense of ownership and accountability for project success. I also recognize and celebrate achievements and milestones, providing regular feedback and encouragement to motivate team members and reinforce their efforts. By acknowledging their contributions and progress, I inspire a sense of pride and accomplishment that fuels continued motivation and engagement. Furthermore, I lead by example, demonstrating commitment, professionalism, and integrity in my own work and interactions with others. I actively listen to team members' concerns and feedback, addressing any challenges or obstacles they may encounter with empathy and support. 10. Can you give an example of a time when you had to resolve conflicts within a project team? In a previous project, there was a conflict between two team members regarding the allocation of tasks and responsibilities. One team member felt that they were being unfairly burdened with a disproportionate amount of work, while the other felt that their contributions were not being recognized or valued. As the project manager, I recognized the importance of addressing this conflict promptly to ensure it did not escalate and affect team morale or project progress. I initiated a private meeting with both team members to understand their perspectives and concerns fully. I listened actively to each individual's grievances, allowing them to express themselves without interruption. Through open communication, I identified underlying issues, such as miscommunication and differing expectations regarding workload distribution. To resolve the conflict, I facilitated a collaborative discussion where both team members could express their needs and preferences. We collectively brainstormed solutions and agreed upon a revised task allocation plan that better distributed responsibilities based on each team member's strengths and workload capacity. Additionally, I emphasized the importance of recognizing and appreciating each team member's contributions to foster a positive team dynamic. Throughout the resolution process, I remained neutral and impartial, ensuring that all parties felt heard and respected. By addressing the conflict openly and transparently, we were able to reach a mutually satisfactory resolution that strengthened team cohesion and allowed us to refocus on project goals. 11. Describe your experience with project documentation and reporting. Throughout my experience as a project manager, I've placed a strong emphasis on thorough project documentation and reporting to ensure clarity, transparency, and accountability throughout the project lifecycle. Firstly, I begin by establishing a comprehensive project documentation plan, which outlines the types of documents needed, their purpose, format, and distribution channels. This plan serves as a roadmap for the creation and management of project documentation. Throughout the project, I diligently maintain project documentation, including project charters, scope statements, project plans, risk registers, issue logs, and status reports. These documents serve as valuable reference materials for stakeholders, providing insight into project objectives, timelines, deliverables, and progress. Additionally, I prioritize regular reporting to keep stakeholders informed of project status, milestones achieved, risks identified, and any changes to project scope or requirements. I tailor reporting formats and frequency to meet the needs of different stakeholders, ensuring that they receive the information they need in a timely and digestible manner. Effective project documentation and reporting facilitate communication and collaboration among team members and stakeholders, helping to align expectations, identify areas for improvement, and make informed decisions. They also serve as valuable historical records for future reference and learning. 12. How do you ensure quality assurance and control throughout a project? Ensuring quality assurance and control throughout a project is essential to deliver outcomes that meet or exceed stakeholder expectations. My approach begins with establishing clear quality standards and criteria in alignment with project objectives and requirements. To ensure quality assurance, I implement processes and procedures to prevent defects or errors from occurring in the first place. This includes defining quality metrics and key performance indicators (KPIs) to measure progress and performance against established standards. Regular quality audits and inspections are conducted to verify compliance with requirements and identify any deviations or areas for improvement. In addition to prevention, I prioritize quality control measures to detect and address any issues or discrepancies that may arise during project execution. This involves implementing robust review and validation processes at key project milestones to verify the accuracy and completeness of deliverables. I also promote a culture of continuous improvement, encouraging feedback and lessons learned to drive corrective actions and prevent reoccurrence of issues. Throughout the project lifecycle, I maintain open communication with stakeholders and team members to ensure alignment on quality objectives and expectations. I foster a collaborative approach to quality assurance and control, empowering team members to take ownership of quality and accountability for their deliverables. By integrating quality assurance and control into every aspect of the project, I aim to deliver outcomes that meet the highest standards of excellence and customer satisfaction. 13. Can you discuss your familiarity with project management methodologies such as Agile, Scrum, or Waterfall? I am familiar with various project management methodologies such as Agile, Scrum, and Waterfall, each of which has its own distinct approach and benefits depending on the project requirements and organizational context. Agile is an iterative and flexible approach to project management that emphasizes collaboration, customer feedback, and incremental delivery of value. It allows for continuous adaptation and improvement throughout the project lifecycle, enabling teams to respond quickly to changing requirements and priorities. Agile is particularly well suited for complex, dynamic projects where requirements are likely to evolve over time. Scrum is a specific framework within the Agile methodology that focuses on delivering value in short, iterative cycles called sprints. It emphasizes self-organizing teams, frequent inspection and adaptation, and close collaboration with stakeholders. Scrum is beneficial for projects with high levels of uncertainty or rapidly changing requirements, as it provides a structured framework for managing complexity and delivering results incrementally. Waterfall, on the other hand, is a linear and sequential project management methodology that follows a predefined series of phases, such as initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and closure. Each phase must be completed before moving on to the next, making it well-suited for projects with well-defined requirements and stable, predictable environments. However, it may be less flexible in adapting to changes or accommodating customer feedback compared to Agile or Scrum. In summary, my familiarity with project management methodologies such as Agile, Scrum, and Waterfall allows me to adapt and tailor my approach to meet the specific needs and objectives of each project, ensuring successful delivery and stakeholder satisfaction. 14. Describe your experience with using project management software and tools. In my experience as a project manager, I have utilized various project management software and tools to plan, execute, and monitor projects effectively. These tools have been invaluable in streamlining project workflows, facilitating communication, and ensuring project success. For example, I have extensive experience with tools such as Microsoft Project, Asana, and Trello for creating project plans, scheduling tasks, and assigning responsibilities to team members. These platforms allow for the creation of detailed project timelines, task dependencies, and resource allocation, which helps ensure that projects stay on track and within budget. Additionally, I have used communication and collaboration tools such as Slack, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom to facilitate real-time communication and collaboration among team members, regardless of their location. These platforms enable seamless communication, file sharing, and meeting coordination, which fosters teamwork and enhances productivity. Furthermore, I have leveraged reporting and analytics tools to monitor project progress, track key performance indicators, and generate insights that inform decision-making. By using tools such as Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, and Tableau, I can analyze project data, identify trends, and make data-driven adjustments to project plans as needed. My experience with project management software and tools has been instrumental in driving project success by enabling efficient planning, communication, collaboration, and monitoring. By leveraging these tools effectively, I have been able to streamline project workflows, improve team productivity, and deliver projects on time and within budget. 15. How do you measure and track project progress and performance? As a project manager, measuring and tracking project progress and performance is essential to ensure that projects stay on track and meet their objectives. My approach involves utilizing key performance indicators (KPIs) and project management tools to monitor various aspects of the project throughout its life cycle. Firstly, I establish clear project milestones and deliverables at the outset, which serve as benchmarks for measuring progress. These milestones are aligned with the project timeline and objectives, allowing me to track progress against predetermined targets. I utilize project management software such as Microsoft Project or Asana to create detailed project plans and schedules, which outline tasks, deadlines, and dependencies. This allows me to track task completion and identify any delays or bottlenecks in real time. Regular communication and status meetings with the project team are crucial for monitoring progress. During these meetings, I review progress against the project plan, discuss any issues or challenges encountered, and collaborate with team members to identify solutions and adjust plans as necessary. Additionally, I implement performance metrics and KPIs specific to the project's objectives, such as budget variance, resource utilization, and quality metrics. These metrics provide quantitative data that allows me to assess project performance objectively and make data-driven decisions. 16. Can you discuss your experience with managing remote or distributed project teams? Managing remote or distributed project teams requires a combination of effective communication, collaboration, and adaptability to overcome geographical barriers and ensure project success. In my experience, I've leveraged various communication technologies and tools to facilitate seamless collaboration among team members located in different locations. This includes video conferencing platforms, instant messaging apps, and project management software to keep everyone connected and aligned on project goals and timelines. I prioritize establishing clear communication channels and expectations from the outset of the project, ensuring that team members are aware of their roles, responsibilities, and reporting structures. Regular virtual meetings and check-ins are conducted to provide updates, address any issues or concerns, and foster a sense of connection and camaraderie among team members. Additionally, I promote autonomy and trust within the remote team, empowering individuals to take ownership of their tasks and deliverables while providing support and guidance as needed. I also recognize the importance of building relationships and rapport among team members, even in a virtual setting, through virtual team building activities or informal check-ins to promote collaboration and camaraderie. Furthermore, I remain flexible and adaptable to accommodate different time zones, cultural norms, and working styles within the distributed team. This may involve adjusting meeting times or communication methods to accommodate diverse schedules and preferences. Overall, my experience with managing remote or distributed project teams has taught me the importance of effective communication, trust building, and adaptability to overcome geographical barriers and achieve project success. 17. Describe your approach to managing multiple projects simultaneously. Managing multiple projects simultaneously requires careful planning, prioritization, and effective communication to ensure that each project progresses smoothly and meets its objectives. My approach begins with a thorough assessment of the scope, requirements, and timelines of each project to understand their unique challenges and dependencies. Firstly, I prioritize projects based on their strategic importance, deadlines, and resource availability. This involves identifying critical path activities and milestones for each project and allocating resources accordingly to optimize efficiency and minimize conflicts. Next, I establish clear project objectives, deliverables, and milestones for each project, ensuring that expectations are communicated and understood by all stakeholders and team members. I utilize project management tools and techniques, such as Gantt charts or Kanban boards, to visualize project timelines and dependencies and track progress effectively. Throughout the project lifecycle, I maintain open communication with stakeholders and team members, providing regular updates on project status, risks, and issues. I conduct regular meetings and checkpoints to assess progress, address any obstacles or bottlenecks, and reallocate resources as needed to keep projects on track. Additionally, I leverage cross-functional collaboration and resource sharing opportunities across projects to maximize efficiency and optimize resource utilization. This may involve identifying commonalities or synergies between projects and leveraging shared resources or best practices to streamline processes and accelerate delivery. By taking a proactive and strategic approach to managing multiple projects simultaneously, I aim to ensure that each project progresses successfully towards its goals while maintaining alignment with organizational priorities and objectives. 18. How do you handle project dependencies and coordination across different teams or departments? Handling project dependencies and coordination across different teams or departments is crucial for ensuring seamless execution and successful project delivery. My approach involves several key steps to identify, manage, and mitigate dependencies effectively. Firstly, I start by conducting a thorough analysis of project requirements, scope, and objectives. To identify potential dependencies between tasks, deliverables, and teams. This includes mapping out interdependencies and understanding the relationships between different project components. Next, I establish clear communication channels and collaboration mechanisms to facilitate coordination among teams and departments. This may involve regular meetings, status updates, progress reports, and shared project management tools to keep everyone informed and aligned. Additionally, I prioritize transparency and accountability by clearly defining roles, responsibilities, and expectations for each team or department involved. This helps prevent misunderstandings or conflicts and fosters a sense of ownership and commitment to project success. Furthermore, I actively monitor and track dependencies throughout the project lifecycle, proactively identifying any potential bottlenecks, risks, or issues that may impact project progress. This allows me to anticipate challenges and take timely corrective actions to address them before they escalate. Moreover, I promote collaboration and problem-solving among teams, encouraging open communication, sharing of resources, and cross-functional cooperation to resolve dependencies and ensure project continuity. 19. Can you provide an example of a time when you had to adapt to unexpected changes or challenges during a project? In a recent project, we encountered unexpected changes when a key vendor suddenly went out of business, jeopardizing our supply chain and delivery schedule. This posed a significant challenge as it threatened to delay the project timeline and potentially increase costs. In response to this unexpected change, I immediately convened a cross-functional team who assessed the impact and develop a mitigation plan. We conducted a thorough analysis of alternative vendors and supply options, considering factors such as cost, quality, and lead time. We also communicated transparently with stakeholders, including senior management, clients, and project team members, to keep them informed of the situation and solicit their input on potential solutions. This helped to build trust and collaboration among all parties involved, fostering a sense of shared ownership and commitment to overcoming the challenge. Ultimately, we were able to identify a new vendor that met our requirements and expedite the procurement process to minimize disruption to the project timeline. We also implemented contingency measures to mitigate future risks and ensure resilience in our supply chain. Through effective communication, collaboration, and proactive problem-solving, we were able to adapt to the unexpected changes and successfully navigate the project to completion. This experience highlighted the importance of agility and resilience in project management, as well as the value of teamwork and communication in overcoming challenges. 20. How do you ensure that project deliverables meet or exceed client expectations? Ensuring that project deliverables meet or exceed client expectations is a top priority for me as a project manager. My approach involves proactive communication, thorough planning, and a focus on quality throughout the project lifecycle. Firstly, I start by collaborating closely with the client to clearly understand their needs, requirements, and expectations for the project deliverables. I ensure that all stakeholders are aligned on project objectives, scope, and success criteria from the outset. Throughout the project, I maintain open and transparent communication with the client, providing regular updates on progress, milestones achieved, and any potential risks or issues that may arise. I actively seek feedback from the client at key stages of the project to ensure that deliverables are meeting their expectations, and to address any concerns or changes in requirements promptly. Thorough Thorough planning and quality assurance processes are integral to ensuring that project deliverables meet or exceed client expectations. I develop detailed project plans and schedules, allocate resources effectively, and implement quality control measures to monitor and evaluate deliverable quality throughout the project lifecycle. Additionally, I prioritize continuous improvement and learning from past projects to refine processes and enhance deliverable quality. By consistently delivering high-quality results and exceeding client expectations, I aim to build trust and long-term partnerships with clients. Thank you for watching our video on the top 20 project manager interview questions and answers. We hope you found these insights valuable and that they help you feel more confident and prepared for your next interview. Remember, the key to success is not just knowing the right answers but also understanding the reasoning behind them and being able to convey your experience and skills effectively. If you have any questions or need further tips, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more career tips and interview preparation guides. Good luck with your interview, and we wish you all the best in your project management career.